Hey, what is up, everybody? Today, we're just going to jump right into it because this might take a while. Hopefully everything's working. We got some audio and video. I'm sure somebody in the chat can let me know. So what are we doing today? Today we're building this. This is a fairly recent set. 75339. Death Star Trash Compactor. And, oh, Tucker, we've seen here. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop this open and we're gonna go right into it as I see who's around. Who do we have? We have a lot of people in chat. Excellent. Or a few people. I was pretty intrigued with these sets. This is actually one of 3 sets that came out. One was the Dagobah Swamp. One was the Trench Run. And this one, I actually didn't buy the Trench one, since I've already kind of made my own trench run. Didn't really appeal to me too much. But this one has some movement in it. In theory, the walls slide in and out. I actually haven't watched any review videos on this set or anything, but it looks pretty cool. And it's got some motion, so you know I always love that. And today we're going to build it, and we're going to see if maybe we can kind of motorize it or something. I don't know. So what do we got going on here? 4 bags. Excellent. 1 is the base. So I might just skip the back wall for now. It looks like you can probably build these independently and then just stick them together. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, we'll start with bag number 1. Obviously. For the base. Just set those in the back. Okay, so who's all in the house? Our Hamburg. Oh, Jason, what a surprise. Made my day. Excellent. Good to see you. Oh, Gen X Toy Geeks. Toys Geek is here with a $10 super chat. Oh my God. You are too generous, my friend. Too generous indeed. Much appreciated, though, for sure. In what way are you going to motorize this Bucklehead 21? I don't know. We'll see. I assume just to make the walls go back and forth. So it's not going to be super complicated. But first we'll kind of see how it works, and then we'll see if we can do something about it. Hello, Alphabet Soup. Hello. So many people. Yes, we can motorize it. You can motorize anything. It all depends what you want it to do. Brickinista, good morning. Good morning to you. Ooh, so many trans 1 by 1, like smoke clear tiles. That ups the part count quite a bit. Space Lizard, hello everybody, hello. What to play, hello. Hidden glue stick, sounds like a fun idea. Well, we'll see what happens. Hi from the Netherlands. Is this your regular live stream time, Brickinista? I guess. Yes, I guess. I have done other times before. I don't think once before, or maybe twice before. I've done afternoons in my time, but this is my regular time, I guess. We'll see. I still don't consider myself a regular live streamer, so I guess it's actually been a month, I think, almost since I've done my last one. So clearly not consistent by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, I'm just gonna sort these out a bit. And actually, I think I should get some idea of what's going on here before we begin, because I don't want to. Usually, what I do here for models like this is I would put the mechanics underneath the base so that they're somewhat hidden. And so as far as I can tell, oh, and actually you can see here, there's door rail slots. So the side walls are probably have door rails, and they slide in and out. So I actually probably want to leave some gaps in the flooring for the mechanism to come up. So there's stuff in the middle, but that's fine. And that's the back wall, I believe. Okay, yeah, so this is like one of the side walls. Right, yeah, so it's got some door rails that slide into the grooves. So actually, I think I'll leave like a slot open down the middle of the base. So what that means though is that I'm going to have to, and I'm just going to do this right at the beginning so I don't have to take it apart. I'm just going to modify the base to leave a gap in the middle. Okay, so how long are your live streams? Usually like 1.5 to 2.5 hours. We'll see. I think I did like a 3-hour one once. It all depends. This is actually already through the box. I think it's like 800 pieces, so it might take a couple hours. Our Hamburg loved your Lego worker. Oh, thanks, man. Cheers. Oh, Slash Me is here in the house. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. How old were you when you started your channel? Oh, when did I start my channel? I mean, I've had my channel since pretty much YouTube existed, but since I really started posting Lego videos, I don't know, I was probably like 40 years old. Old man. Late 30s? I don't know. Oh my god, Kaya Oda with the weird questions coming out of nowhere. What was the weirdest thing that you experienced in your childhood? Oh man, I might have to think about that one. Okay, but yeah, so we're gonna build the base here. This is the center. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm not going to use these. We're just gonna wing it. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter what color these are, does it? Oh, I guess the trans smoke looks through. I'm coming back. Okay, I'm just going to replace all of these with instead of having a solid 8x16 plate, I'm actually going to have an 8x8 and an 8x6. So we'll leave a gap in the middle. And hopefully that will be sufficient. And hopefully that will still be strong enough. We can reinforce it underneath if we need to, since we'll need space for the mechanics anyway. The trash compactor set looks like a fake Lego set meme. Can't believe it's actually real. Mr. Sleeky. S-word. Yeah. I mean, I think it's cool because, as I said, it moves, which is awesome. Oh, actually, we're going to have to. This is the middle one. Yeah, we're going to have to replace those as well. So we'll get a 4x2 and a 8x2. R. Hamburg, what do you do when you build something and are close to losing your patience? Oh, yeah. I just set it aside. To be honest, although I'm a pretty patient guy, so it doesn't happen too often. But oftentimes, things don't work out the way, I've kind of envisioned them. And so usually I'll just set things aside and revisit them. I mean, sometimes you're just not in the mood as well for things to go well. So it's always, I find it always beneficial to just step away and come back to it at another time. Okay, I think the sides will keep solid because the mechanism will be underneath. Okay. Can we wing it? Yes, we can. Gen X Toys. What did you do when you built? Oh yeah, okay. So, Brickinista, love watching mock builders in their process. Oh, cool. Who inspires you? Oh, I mean, there's so many talented builders out there. It's definitely easy to get inspired by other people. I mean, I'm obviously a big fan. Well, maybe not obviously, but unsurprisingly, I'm a big fan of like people do crazy Technic stuff, like Akiyuki, who does GBCs, obviously. Also Yoshihito, another Japanese builder. I mean, he posts on YouTube as well. Although he's not so much a personality, but he posts all kinds of cool contraptions and such. And he's published multiple books on, making cool mechanisms using Lego parts. Yoshihito Isagawa. Or Isagawa. I'm not sure how exactly you pronounce his last name. Romix, hi from France. Excellent. I love Technic, but it's so expensive. So I usually stick to brick build sets. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I don't buy any of the flagship, any of the big Technic sets either, actually. And actually, for this one, I think we're going to go like minimal Technic. My go-to is always to use Technic gears and lift arms and axles and such to make things move. But this one's pretty simple. In theory, the sides just slide in and out. So we might go with something like I did for the swimming koi fish. We'll use the splat gears and maybe just some turntables, and instead of lift arms, we can just use flat plates. So we'll see how it goes. Bradder, I love skipping through already finished videos to see the results. Yeah, I feel you. I do the same thing. I rarely, I mean, I watch some other people's live streams on occasion, but rarely the whole things. Usually I just pop in and see what's going on. And then if there's cool things going on, I might come back later and scrub through it. So yeah, feel free to do that. That's fine. Just another way of consuming content. It's all good. Matthew Bray just finished making my copy of your Pursuit of Flight Bricklink Designer program set, and it's very nice. Thanks. Really appreciate that. Oh, and we do have some Technic brick. Well, there's a couple other smaller Technic bricks, but definitely get some Technic in here. Probably just for structure, though, I imagine. That's a weird piece. The quarter circle with a 1x1 in the middle. I don't see it, but oh, this thing? Yeah, this is relatively new. John Yenter, yo, my first time watching live. Looks sick. Well, we'll see. I mean, the set looks pretty awesome, actually, I think. Jason may have gone a bit splatty with those gears, Gen X toys. Yeah, I mean, I love those gears. I've been using them a lot, actually. Well, even like the GBC dude that I just posted uses them. I don't know, I just think they're pretty cool and they're very useful. And they're great for doing low profile mechanisms for system builds, for sure. John Yentner, you seem like you're an engineer type dude. Yeah. I did go to school for engineering, but I spent my career writing software, so I'm a problem solving type dude, I guess. We'll see if we can solve this problem. Not that there's a problem to solve, but Okay, tiles. I do love me some good tiles. What's your favorite fruit, Digimon lovers? Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, I eat a lot of apples, but I don't know if that's because they're my favorite or they're just like really convenient. We live in Canada, so apples are very readily available, and yeah, I don't know if that would be my favorite though. Strawberries, I do love some good strawberries. Is that a fruit? I assume. I mean, I'm a big fan of most fruits. They're pretty much all good. Our Hamburg, bro, you're close to 1 million subs. Yeah, it's getting there. I don't think it really means a whole lot, though, these days. Okay, now we're placing 1x1 tiles. Everybody loves that. Like, you could throw in a couple, like, 1x2s in here to ease the monotony. Hope you get 1 million subscribers soon. Yep. I mean, we'll see. It's looking kind of inevitable, I guess. I mean, given enough time, everybody would get 1 million subscribers. Torno Daniel, how do you get your ideas for building Lego mechanisms? Yeah. I don't know, a lot of tinkering, actually, I guess. I mean, I do get inspiration from what others have built as well. You know, watching YouTube videos of other Lego creators or even other non-Lego creators to see what, you know, what other people are doing, what other kind of mechanisms exist. Obviously, they don't all translate well into Lego. So, you know, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That's just part of the exploration and experimentation process. Okay, so in theory, I'm just gonna skip that section for now, because we are. So I'm obviously, as I said, I'm leaving this channel in the middle. So I may just skip decorating around that channel. I might come back to it after. Because I won't really know what I'm going to need in there until. So we're just going to skip over like a couple rows of the garbage swamp, whatever surface. JJ Animations. Yo, how's your day going? Oh, it's going pretty good. I actually got a little bit of a tickle in my throat, so I don't know. Now that all the you know, pandemic's over, everybody gets colds again, and or COVID or who knows what, but we'll see. Otherwise, it's going well. Is that brittle brown? I mean, it is brown, but I'm pretty sure that's from Ghost House. They've theoretically addressed all the brittleness problems in the brown. So hopefully it is no longer brittle. Do your friends know you have a YouTube channel? Yep. Yep. I tell everybody that I possibly can. No. I mean, it is what I primarily do with my free time. So, yep. I think most of my friends know. Most of my friends are also in the Lego community, so, or at least half of them are, so. Hello, I'm Jeff. You're on 910k subs now. Yeah, I just passed 900,000 a while ago, which is pretty cool. I think it's mostly the shorts. I started posting some shorts, and it's some of them have become quite popular. So I get a lot of subs from them. Of course, none of those people actually watch any of my actual videos, so which is why one reason I mentioned, like, subs don't really mean a whole lot these days, because a lot of people just sub because they like some video they see, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're, you know, engaged with all of the content that I produce. Gen X Toys Geek with another €10 super chat. You're too generous, my friend. Too generous. I'm not complaining. Man, there are a lot of these 1x1 tiles. It's kind of ridiculous. What do you do when you have 1 million subs? I don't know. It's a good question. What will I do? I guess I should have some kind of... Oh, already done messed up. Done messed up. I'm sure it doesn't actually matter what pattern you make with these things. It'll all get lost in the overall look of the thing. Oh, Pinnacle Gnome. That's Crystal. Hey, we're checking in from our bio class. Crystal's at school teaching, but the school year's almost over, so shout out to Crystal students. I hope you guys learned a lot this year. And weren't too annoying to Crystal. I've heard stories. So be on your best behavior. Shorts can make you gain a lot of subs quickly, but they're not subs that will watch the rest of your vids. Yes. Yep, completely agree. Our Hamburg, do you tell everyone that you build Lego? If not, why not? It really depends how long a conversation I want to have with the person. I tell most people if I'm talking to them for a while and they ask what I do. If it's just like a quick encounter, usually I'll just say I retired or stay-at-home house husband. But yeah, I don't mind telling people. It's fun. It's a really fun hobby. Oh, Ransom Fern with some currency I'm not familiar with. Super chat, $14.99. That's awesome. Cheers. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Oh, I wish Lego made magnetic and electromagnetic bricks for better floating box and sex. Dark side of life. Yeah. Yeah, they are very limited in the magnet. I mean, they did recently release a magnet system for some city construction set. I have one somewhere. But yeah, they're very few and far between. Faux show. What are you doing with the orange tool? Oh yeah, I'm straightening out the tiles. The 1x1 tiles, when you place them, they're often like not quite straight. So if I run the edge of the brick separator along the edge back and forth, it just like straightens them out. You can use any straight tool. You can even use other pieces. Doesn't really matter, but just straightens out the tiles. Svensson, I just ordered a full kit of your Adventure on the Great Sea Mock. Oh yeah. Is Link's minifig also included? Yes. It should be. Yes, it's part of the part list, so yeah. Although I haven't actually ordered one myself since I built it, so. But yes, it should be included. How close have you ever been to being stuck in a trash compactor? Jonas Timon, hitting me with the hard questions. Yes. I'm going to have to say not very close. Something I tend to stay away from. Nobody wants to mess with trash compactors. Have you ever played Minecraft? No, I have not. Hidden glue stick. I've always been intrigued by it. It looks really cool. You know, I love building things, so, you know. But I just, for whatever reason, never installed it. And as a result, I have never actually played it. Oh, Madeline. I learned a lot in Mrs. Dubois' bio class this year. Excellent. Everybody needs to be studious. I'm glad to hear that. Why are you sliding the bricks that are along the tiles? Yes, straighten them up, as I mentioned. Resh Coolgay. Only magnet uses I remember are from trains and Mtron. Yeah. I'll see if there's... Hold on 1 second. I'll see if I can find it quick. Real quick. Probably not. No, I don't know where they are. Yeah, there's a recent... I think it's a crane or something. It's all self-contained. The magnets nowadays are all self-contained in a plastic housing so that, there's no risk to children breaking them open and swallowing magnets and such. I mean, yeah. Bricanista, 100% agree about the shorts and subs of yours. Yes, indeed. What do you think about the stunts flywheel bikes? Oh yeah, I haven't actually got any of them yet. They look super cool. I'll give them that. Yeah, I actually would love to get one. I think they're really expensive though, right? The sets. Because of the new, they have some new curved loopy pieces in them or something. I'd love to check those out as well. The Tyrant, are you a Star Wars fan? Well, who isn't a Star Wars fan? Yeah, I'm not like a hardcore Star Wars fan. But yeah, I enjoy the movies, most of them. Scarlett Morse, sup. Close M54, I got my Pursuit of Flight set the other day. Great set. I messed around a bit by placing Polybag Jedi Starfighter behind the Lockheed Vega. Fits the other plane size really well. Oh yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Okay, some more. We're gonna skip that detail. We're just gonna skip some things because we can always go back and add them after. Now we are going. Oh. We're gonna start building some of the detail inside. Hidden Glue Stick, I'm going to leave the stream and do some tasks. Sure, man. You do you. What is your favorite mock you've ever made, Bricksmith? Usually it's one of the mocks I just finished. I'm going to go with the thing I just made. The dude moving the balls around. It's, I don't know. It's pretty awesome, I think. You use power functions or circuit fuse motor? Burn. For this, I'll probably just use power functions. I mean, I use them both. It all depends. I still find power functions just, super convenient because I have a bunch of them lying around all the time. So, yeah, I'll probably just use that for this. Okay, we have some funky detail in here. Rando trash. Oh, Gen X Toys Geeks. Gotta bounce, have fun. Oh, thanks for joining us, and thanks so much for the super chat, dude. You're awesome. InkSync71BG, love your wave generator, thanks. Nice, I thought the head is maybe out of stock. Svensson, I assume that's a reference to Link, perhaps? Yeah, I think, everything's available on Bricklink. Although there aren't a huge amount of quantities left, but there's still enough. I guess if they ever run out, I might have to do something, but we'll see. Ecstatic Ethan is in the house. Hey, man. Thanks for joining. Hey, Jason, what is your most satisfying Lego creation? Oh man, people ask me all these questions. Usually I build a model and then I promptly forget about it. So I don't have a ready list of models ready in my brain to go back. Most satisfying. I mean, that's satisfying is such a exact measure. Inexact measure. I don't know. The thing I just made again, super satisfying. Oh, I forgot to put some towels on here at some point. Do that now. That's what happens when you don't pay attention to the instructions too much. Brooksmith, this is a great one. This set, yeah, it's. I mean, it looks. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I guess all of this was for the center decorations that I kind of skipped over. So I'm just gonna get a little container. We're gonna dump these in the middle for now. We'll get back to this at some point. That is bag one. Ransom Fern, have you got your hands on Lego Optimus? No, I have not. It's pretty pricey. I will probably pick it up at some point, but yeah, it's not. I mean, I assume they'll be producing it for a little while, so. So how long does your trial and error usually take on your builds with the gears? Madrig Rasman, 23. It varies a lot. For something like this, well, you'll see, because we're going to do it right now. Or like in 20 minutes once I get one of the walls built. For something complex, it can take forever. Like the dude picking up the balls that I just posted a few days ago. I mean, oh my god, it probably took weeks and weeks, even months probably, to refine the mechanism so that it was reliable. So yeah, it does vary a lot. I mean, obviously that wasn't continuous time. I would like set it aside for a while and then come back to it. Ransom Fern, any TV movie you've seen recently that you enjoyed? I mean, we're watching The Boys right now, which is kind of cool. It wasn't too bad. What else have we watched recently? Oh, did I put those away too quickly? Oh no, we're on bag two. Need bag two. For me, it's the motorized ATTE. Anyway. Oh, cheers. I assume you like that. What cup is that? What cup is what? This thing that I... Oh, this cup. Yeah, this is a cup. Lego cup. I guess they probably don't sell them anymore. They were on sale from Lego a few years ago. Static Ethan, and you'll probably try and motorize Optimus Prime. Well... Yeah. Motorizing the transforming function does not sound trivial. Oh, we get our first minifig. Oh, two. C-3PO. Oh man, I actually haven't got a C-3PO in a long time. Oh, mine are old and not as nicely decorated. Pretty nice these days. Some good printing on them. InkSync. My brother watches your videos and tries to build something like your builds. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad some people can get inspired by what I build. That's the main reason I make the videos, is to kind of give people an idea of what's possible. Not that they may necessarily build the exact same thing, but that, you know, maybe they can do something similar, or use some mechanism that I've shown in one of their own models. Which model took the longest to make? Oh, Dominic Lavender. It's an old model. There's been several models that have taken multiple years to finish. None of which you'll probably be familiar with. I built a big architecture building at one point, and it took 7 years from when I originally started it, and then obviously I shelved it for most of that time before I eventually got back to it and finished it. I don't even think I posted it on my website. It's probably buried in my Flickr profile somewhere. I mean, it was probably like 20 years ago. Devon Simper, imagine he motorized the UCS AT-AT. I actually have thought about it. But the problem with motorizing something that big, I mean, it definitely can be done, is it's really heavy. So you start to encounter all kinds of performance issues once you really start adding the weight. Also, I'd have to buy it first, and it is not a cheap set. So yeah, I doubt I'll ever do it. I mean, I know other people have been working on it. So hopefully we can see one at some point. It would be cool. If I ever motorized the AT-AT, I would like to do it movie accurate. Most people do it so that, you know, each, like a pair of, like the opposite legs are out of sync with the, like the front right, whatever. Ignore my fingers. Like the front right and back left are kind of in sync. Same with the front left and the back, or front right and the back left. And they just kind of alternate, which is not movie accurate. In the movie, you can tell I've thought about this because I've definitely like analyzed the footage. Like each leg rotates kind of like it moves one at a time. So I would like to do it that way, which makes it actually a lot more complicated in terms of the drive mechanism. But we'll see. Are you using Arco Mills for Lego storage? Ulrich Schneider. Have you experienced with off-brand storages? Are these as good as Arco Mills? I think I have like one set of Arco Mills. The problem with my storage system is that it's a big mishmash of all kinds of storage systems that are no longer in production. So yeah, there's brands. There's some Sterilite brands. I guess Sterilite, you can probably still buy them. But there's a lot of really, really old ones that have these hard plastic, completely see-through drawers, which they don't really make anymore. All the new ones are like softer plastic, so they don't crack. But as a result, they're kind of frosted clear, so they're not like super clear. So anyway, yeah, it's a big mix of storage systems, most of which are no longer in production. Oh, love the Marvel run from Jay. Thanks. Yeah, I've been playing with it a little bit. Again, President Obama. Oh my God, I'm so honored to have you in the chat. Hi, Jacob Brickworks. Okay, so we did the front decos. Oh, and in theory, there's we get printed pieces, printed tiles. One thing for sure, we're all gonna be a lot thinner. That's a pretty humorous quote to put on it. It's cool. Continue the decos on the back. Bye, gotta go. Thanks for joining. How much Lego sets do you have? Cost videos. I mean, I don't have any idea. I bought a lot, sold some, parted out most of them. So yeah, well, clearly I missed some pieces from the first. It's a good thing none of this stuff is critical, because I've noticed I have missed things as I go. But it's a joy of building. Marvel Studio. What is Lego? What is that? This is the Trash Compactor set. And we are building it. And maybe we'll make it move on its own somehow. Oh, there's C-3PO's head. Cool little C-3PO. Oh, do I get another? Oh, there he is. There he is in all his glory. He's so shiny. Clearly R2's head must be somewhere else. I don't think it's in this bag. Zachary Child, new subscriber here. Have you ever worked directly with Lego or just a hobby? Excuse me, just a hobby. Oh, there's R2-D2's head. I mean, I've been in contact with Lego for various things. Often they will share, well, maybe not often. Every once in a while, they might share like something I made on social media. Crystal and I both went to Billund at some point to display models in the Lego house, which was pretty cool. That was a few years ago. But I've never done any work for them. What do you think about the new 90 Years of Play Castle and Galaxy Explorer? Svensson, yes. I was waiting for, or I was wondering if that topic would come out. Yeah, the Galaxy Explorer looks sweet. Definitely gonna get that. It's not even that expensive, so I'm psyched about that. The castle, I mean, the castle looks cool, but it's so big and it's so pricey. I'm not sure that I will pick that up. Oh, Janine Cloutier. He's in Parliament. Yeah. Welcome to the chat. How many here uses Brickset to register and keep track of your Lego sets collection? I mean, I have put most of them on Rubricable at some point, but it's not very accurate because I do part them out, and I have sold some, and I've sold parts, so I don't even have all the parts from all the sets. Okay, I just realized the rest of bag 2 is the back wall, so actually I'm gonna set that aside as well. Because if we have time, we'll build it at the end and put it on. But I really want to get to, before I complete the model too much, I want to see how the mechanism might work. So we're just going to set those aside as well. Did you watch the Kenobi series? No, I have not. I will. Definitely will, or try to at some point, but I have not started yet. I don't have Disney Plus, so I'll, watch it at some point. Crazy Foxy, hi Jason, I'm French, and I love your videos. I was wondering what Lego set could I buy to decorate my room, because next year I'm gonna study in another city. You definitely convinced me, thanks. Oh, yeah, I mean, there's so many questions for that. I mean, there's so many cool Lego sets. So many answers. Well, it depends on your budget, I guess. I don't know, I don't really buy Lego sets to display, so even this one, I'm sure it'll just get parted out at some point. I won't put it on display anywhere. I am not the right person to ask for that kind of advice, for sure. Aaron Miller, Lego and Star Wars, not a bad way to spend a typical English afternoon. Keep it awesome. Thanks. Yeah, it's always, I mean, even though I don't build many sets, it's always exciting to crack one open and, checking out all the pieces, see what's new, putting things together. It's always very satisfying to assemble something. Phonics. Oh, welcome to the chat. Again, I use Brickset, but I miss a system to keep track of parts bought from Bricklink or other places. Anyone have a good solution for that? I mean, Rubricable does. You can actually upload your order files. I mean, they have integration directly with Bricklink. So if you make an account on Rubricable, they're also integrated with Brickset. You can transfer your inventory from Brickset to Rubricable. You can directly import your Bricklink orders from Bricklink into Rebrickable as well. Of course, Bricklink purges orders after 6 months, so you can keep them in different like parts lists if you want. It's all quite good actually. So yeah, Rebrickable. It's probably the best I've used. Dennis, I love your creations. Keep up the good work. Thanks. Cheers, man. Hey, JK, I love your content. Deck Barb. Appreciate that. Do you watch... Oh, did you watch LegoCon Live? I think it was better than last year. I did not watch the whole thing. I kind of scrubbed through it afterwards. Just to see what they were talking about. And so I definitely did not sit and watch the whole thing. So I can't actually... speak too much, but yeah, it looked pretty cool. It seemed like they had a good variety of stuff on there, which is always good. Okay, better kind of pay attention to what's going on here. What is going on here? 1x8. I'm guessing I need to get the spacing of some of these correct. Did you watch... Oh yeah, LegoCon Live. No. Aren't you afraid someone copies your instructions and sells them online? I mean, yeah, it happens all the time. People sell sets that I've designed without any kind of compensation or even asking. People don't really sell the instructions because the instructions mostly are freely available. So that would not make any sense for people to buy them. But people will copy the designs all the time and sell sets. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's just part of the process of making stuff available for free. But I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but there's nothing really I can do about it. So, Ben Brick's favorite Star Wars set? I assume you meant to ask. Favorite Star Wars set? I mean, I haven't bought many Star Wars sets recently. I had all of the old ones. I bought for several years I was a completionist, but we're talking like first run. So, I mean, I think the X-Wing, the original X-Wing, was probably the one I kept around together for the longest time. So, and it's also the very first one I bought. So, we'll go with that. Even though looking back at it now, it's like, not a very... By today's standards, it's very rudimentary and very simple. I guess the UCS X-Wing too was also quite nice. I really like that. I recently bought your butterfly set. It was a fun little build. Oh, thanks. Cheers. I appreciate that. Of course, I motorized it, but the noise from the motor kind of clashes with the peaceful butterfly. Yeah, I mean, I really, really wish there were quieter motors. That is the one drawback of motorizing anything with Lego. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The motors are just so loud. Are you one of the greatest Lego channels all over the world? Absolutely incredible. Greets from Germany. Woobrick. No, definitely not. I appreciate that you might think so, but I mean, there are so many awesome Lego channels out there. And there's such a huge variety too. Like mock builders, stop motion animators, set reviewers, set builders. It's really a very diverse ecosystem, which is cool. There's definitely something for everybody within the hobby. I'm thinking about getting the pieces for the Lego Rubik's Cube from Puzz Lego. Oh yeah, that's cool. Katie Thatcher. I have not built it. I mean, it looks super impressive. Yeah, I haven't built it myself. What's your age? Proprietary information. Will you be making a shifting maze in the future, Mr. Common Sense? Well, I mean, probably not. That ship has sailed. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll ever revisit it. I don't think it really needs to be revisited. Who knows? Do you have any idea of how you're going to go about the motor, or are you kind of just figuring it out as you go? I mean, I have some idea in my head. We'll see if it works out. Oh, I need a light gray or dark gray. Dude, you're a Lego master. Cheers. Thanks. Appreciate the sentiment. Do you ever use pneumatics in one of your Connect sculptures? Jonas Timon. I already done messed all this up. I need to put 1x2 plates under all these. Pneumatics. You know, I never really... I mean, I do have quite a few pneumatics, and I've definitely played around with them. But I've never really built them into any mock. I guess my camera is probably a little far back for what I'm doing here. So yeah, I guess no, I've never done them. I think pneumatics are super cool, actually, especially the Lego pneumatic system. But for whatever reason, it's never really appealed to me to make models with pneumatics. I don't know, they're a bit clunky, maybe. They don't usually run like super smooth. So maybe that's why I've avoided them. I'm not really sure. Lately, a variation of your solar system reached the review on Lego Ideas. I was wondering a bit, Svensson. Oh yeah, I mean there's been many orreries on Lego Ideas. But I mean, there's been many. I wasn't the first one to make a Lego orrery by any means. So it's like a really cool scientific model. So obviously, a lot of people will be interested in it. And they're all quite different, actually, the ones that have been posted from the one I designed. I guess the two I designed two of them over the years. So, yeah, I mean, that's totally cool. Hopefully Lego does produce one. I mean, it would be really awesome if Lego produced an orrery. Katie Thatcher, the more recent Lego tram build I enjoyed just so much. Oh, the suspended one, maybe? The mechanism you use amaze me. Favorites are the walking machine and the domino machine. Oh, cheers, thanks. Yeah, the domino machine is actually, well, very popular. I actually made instructions for it. I don't think I've released them yet, though. I think I just released them to my patrons so far. I will release them publicly at some point. Just yet another thing on my list of things to do. And the walking machine, the latest one, is, yeah, super cool. I mean, that's definitely one of my favorites as well. Hello from Ukraine. Love your videos. Apple Jacket. Oh, cheers. Thanks. Hope everything is going well for you over there. I'm sure it's not 100%. Karsten Schmishka. Probably butchered that. Thank you so much for your Sisyphus mock. I just built it with the help of Rubricable. It was so much fun building it. Amazing to see how you make complex things easy to work. Quote, unquote. Oh, cheers. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. Yes, obviously that's a perennial favorite. I mean, I really like that model as well. But it's just so old now that, when people ask me what the best thing I made is or my favorite thing, it's like two... I mean, it's still up there for sure, but I've definitely built a lot of other stuff since then that I like as well. Mr. Common Sense. Fun fact, you can now play Doom on a Lego brick. Is that, I think I saw the screen. You're talking about the, like, screens that somebody posted or made the rounds, like, a couple weeks ago? Did somebody play Doom on them? That's pretty sweet. Do you ever use custom minifigs? They might add more to your creations other than the kind of lame figs you do use. Katie Thatcher. Yeah. I mean, I don't use figs, like, all that often to begin with. I'm not really much of a fig person. I've definitely made some models with figs in them, but it doesn't happen like all that frequently. So I'm not like, yeah, I'm not a fig person. So because I don't really care so much to begin with, I couldn't really be bothered to pursue the whole custom minifig, kind of delve into that world. I'll just just rifle through my collection of minifigs that I do own and pick pieces out. Although for Link, for sure, a custom minifig would have been nice, I'm sure. But then people wouldn't have been able to build it the same way I did, although... yeah, whether I guess people can just build their own Link the way they want to, I guess. Oh, hey, these are some pretty cool Lego ASMR sounds. Yeah, me talking for sure. Okay, so here we go. One by one plates are the worst. I'm at the halfway point where he puts on all the one by one plates. Random stuff with Gabriel Johnson, yeah. I mean, it actually wasn't too bad for this model. There's definitely been worse sets. Although, actually, I guess I didn't put them all on yet either, so... Probably helps to separate that into... Okay, here we go. We have a wall. Did I... No, I did not finish decorating the wall. Clearly it is unfinished. I'll go back a couple steps. This is what happens when I chat and build. But you know, it's Lego. You don't even need to follow the instructions really, especially with something like this. Excuse me. Like, it doesn't really matter what the pattern of this wall is. It's still gonna look okay no matter what. So if the tiles don't go in the right spot, it's not the end of the world. Okay, I got a wall. Now I'm gonna put said wall on this base slider thing. Yay, blank wall. I'm going to add some bits, detail to the front. Have you watched Miniature Wonderland, Phonics? Yes, I've definitely seen a fair bit of footage from Miniature Wonderland. It looks like phenomenal. They was trying a monorail line that was balanced on top of the rail. It looked very interesting. Could be made in Lego. I mean, I made like a not a monorail, just a tram to go on top of the roller coaster track. So it's not quite the same thing, but it depends what you're using for the rail, I guess. Yeah. Oh, definitely losing track of my chat a little bit here. Yes. Have you ever tried making logic gates with Lego? Yeah. I have not, although I definitely have seen people do it in the past. I think there was one... Oh, maybe it wasn't out of Lego. I've definitely seen some like mechanical logic gates that people have made before. Space Lizard. Yeah, I'm making some right now, and it's quite fun inventing all the different mechanisms. Yeah, I mean, it sounds super cool. For sure. Yeah, I'd love to see what comes out of that project. random stuff with Gabriel Johnson. Men don't need instructions, right? Well, women don't need instructions either. Nobody needs instructions. You just make your own stuff up. Rick S., thank you for the reply about people selling instructions your models earlier. The reason I asked is because I have finished a model I'm really proud of. Does it help to copyright your work? I mean, your work is implicitly copyrighted as soon as you make it. It doesn't really do anything. It won't stop anybody, no matter what you do. It's the Wild West out there. People will just steal whatever they want. Oh, clearly this is, whoops. Oh, yeah, I forgot a piece. Have you seen the movie? Oh, new movie Sonic 2? No, I have not. I haven't seen the old one either, actually. Or the version, or wow, version 1, the first movie either. You should make a giant Lego robot. God of Lego, just build it. I mean, it does sound intriguing. But I haven't built many big, like, well, I mean, I've built lots of, like, quote-unquote robots, like Mindstorm's machines, but they're just machines. They're not really robots, so I guess they're not quite the same thing. Depends what your definition of robot is. If you want, like, if you're talking about articulated, like, robots with arms and legs, then, yeah, it'd be quite a challenge to make a robot that has a lot of good functionality. You may know this, but the one of the 2012 Death Star was moving. I'm not sure what. I built a sliding door for my Lego house mock, but everything was trash except for the yard and the door. Then it got wrecked by my sisters. Oh man, that's terrible. Terrible news. You know, whole that time I just watched you. Oh, Queenie, welcome to the chat. Hope everything's going well. God of Lego, just build it. What is your favorite food? Oh, favorite food. I mean, I do like a lot of food. Favorite food. I'm gonna go with pasta, fried up with eggs and milk mixed together. So yeah, I don't know what you call that. Pasta and eggs. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, we got some. Well, I put whoever that is, probably Leia, does not get Stormtrooper legs. Stormtrooper gets Stormtrooper legs. What do we get here? Oh, we get Luke. I guess Luke in a Stormtrooper outfit. Obviously, that's what he's wearing in the scene. Oh, we'll put Smiley Leia on the front. Oh, Luke and Leia. Excellent. Oh, one of the Norwegian lugs are making a Turing machine in Lego. Wow, it's cool. Simple computer. Oh man, that's awesome. Phonics. That sounds super intriguing. Burn, how old is channel? 10 years? 10 years or so? The Wild West, yeah. How about a Lego arm or hand to help you build? Yeah. I mean, that sounds pretty cool too. Having it actually help me build would be very challenging indeed. Queenie, I love schnitzel. Yeah, schnitzel's pretty good. Schnitzel is the best. Greetings from Germany. Greetings, Marcus. Okay, right now I'm building just rando stuff. Rando trash in the trash bin. It's pretty cool. Oh, I already skipped the Already skipped another step. Oh, I didn't skip that step. I just missed a bunch of pieces in it. That's what happens when I chat. Sebastian, what are you trying to build right now? There is no try. There is only do. Or do not. I'm building a trash compactor set at the moment. Lego set, trash compactor, 75339. I believe that's what it is. What is it? Death Star Trash Compactor. We're going to make it move. I guess it already moves on its own in a manual fashion. But we are going to try and make it move in a motorized fashion at some point. Now we find out whether my spacing is off or not. Oh yeah, excellent. Excellent. No, I also forgot that piece. That's what happens when you just have random trash lying around everywhere. It's easy to forget to put stuff on. Okay, and now we're building more trash. Lots of trash. Scout Gaming, I just joined. Greetings from Poland. Greetings, Scout. Oh, Rubber Deck Studios. I'm building a new GVC module. Excellent. Looking forward to it. Is it going to be exciting? Oh, I see half of Bundesrepublik is here. I see. Is that how this is going down? Enthusiastic Banana in the house. Welcome. Somebody asked me what my favorite fruit was earlier, and I did not say bananas, sadly. I do enjoy bananas, though. They are quite good. But probably not my favorite. You are my favorite banana, though. Of all the bananas, Enthusiastic Banana. Rubber Duck Studios is first of your live streams I've joined. Well, cheers, thanks. Hopefully you don't get too bored out of your skull. Oh no, I missed more pieces. Oh my god. This is what happens. I just noticed. Whatever. It's just trash. We'll put it all in afterwards. Whatever pieces I have left over, we'll just add them to the pile. And we have some rando cabling. Oh, Slash Me is about to head off. Excellent. Thanks for joining, my friend. As always. Maurice, Peter, do you exactly why the brown and dark red pieces can break so easily? Do I know? No, not exactly. Okay, clearly there's, oh yeah, I think those go on this side. Okay, so we have, okay, this is where we find out how this slides. I believe Lego has identified the issue and fixed it. So, hopefully they won't break so easily anymore. Oh yeah, excellent. Oh yeah, here we go. That's cool. Okay, so we're just going back and forth. Slides pretty well, so that's good. Oh, now you're good. I don't like bananas. Oh, I see. Cheers. Excellent. What do you do for work? You're looking at it, my friend. Except I don't get paid for this, so... Well, not very much anyway. Definitely a terrible career choice. Oh, sup, is the building going well? Yes, building is going well. Oh, we're a bit over an hour in, but I think we're going to start working on the mechanism here because I have one wall built. I assume the other wall is going to be very similar in terms of how it functions. So, I guess maybe I'll finish this bag. Oh, because we probably have to constrain it on the end. Yeah, so we got to constrain it on the back so it doesn't slide out. So put some stoppers on the back. Oh, Manic Banana. Hi, my channel name is Manic Banana. Well, that makes perfect sense. Manic Banana. Everybody loves bananas. Do you ever watch the movie? Which movie would that be? Sorry if I missed that. I'm finished a Corvette Technic. I'm saving money for new Lego Technic set. Cool. That's awesome. Oh, did you order anything from Lego for double VIP points? Chris Smeaton. Nah. I have not yet. Actually, I don't know if there's much on my list that I want to buy like right now. So I don't know if I will or not. We shall see. I'm assuming I'm putting tiles on there. Yes, I am. Okay, clearly I missed some other piece of trash. Oh, yeah, I completely missed. This is supposed to be on a hinge. So many things I missed. That's supposed to be on a hinge. Oh, there's also supposed to be another one of these things. Oh my god. Don't ever hire me to build a set. Jeez. Assume that's extra, and that's extra. And there's a blaster. Phonics! Awesome. Thanks so much for the super chat, my friend. Here you go. Buy a beer at least. Cheers. Really appreciate it. Definitely not necessary, but much appreciated. Thanks so much. Double points. Oh, Manic Banana, your channel's so good. I'll have to go check it out. Manic Banana, eh? I'll check it out right now. Manic Banana. It's definitely distracting me from building, which is not... clearly, all I get are... I'll look it up later. Ulrich Schneider, I'm trying to build an automatic coal feeding loading terminal for my Lego trains. Would you recommend the new Lego Mindstorms or the old EV3? I think the only reason I would not use the new one is if you had any kind of like physical constraints that would prevent using it. So, like, if it's a really large size, the cables on all the new components are hardwired, so you're definitely limited by like how far the motors can be or sensors can be away from the hub. Although you might be able to buy third-party extension wires, maybe. I don't know. Or if you're limited by the number of ports on it. There's only 6 ports, so you can only have a max of 6 total motors and sensors. So if you're constrained by any of those, then the old one is definitely a little more versatile. But as far as like programming environment and capabilities, the new one I like it. So as long as you're not constrained by the physical issues, then sure, I would recommend the new one. It's pretty good. Did you know the orange Lego piece, well, Lego lied, and you have to have it upside down slope to make it easier? Sure. Favorite Lego set? I'm not answering that question. Did you ever watch Star Wars? Movie more likely. Oh, yeah, obviously. obviously I've watched Star Wars. Yes, I have watched Star Wars. Indeed. I was like, a young child when it originally came out, so it was definitely my jam. We come to you to give up who we are. Sure. Sorry. Clearly, English is probably not your first language. That's cool. What is your favorite Lego set? Yes. Enthusiastic Banana. Well, the Kenobi show as a whole was a bit of a disappointment. Oh, that's too bad. But the last episode was everything but. Yeah, I mean, I tried watching some of the new series, and I thought they were kind of a mixed bag. I haven't watched the Kenobi show yet, though. I think going in, I just, not take it too seriously. Okay. Do you have a green brick separator? I have one of the old green brick separators, yep. Okay. Okay, so I'm caught up with the chat-ish. So we're going to try and motorize this, even though it's like barely half done. But it's always useful, I find, to think about the mechanism before you finish everything. So we're obviously probably going to have to lift this up a little bit, but we'll get some plates for that later. But we'll need a base. And for the beginning, I'm not going to care about colors or anything because that can all be changed later. I'm going to get a couple splat gears because, oh man, I'm running low. I think I'm going to just use these medium-sized splat gears. And I guess I need some. Turntables. I might be coming in and out of the shot as I collect parts, but okay, so what I'm envisioning is we need this to go back and forth, and it goes back and forth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs. So we need 6 studs. So I'm going to use the power of levers to making like a piston that travels 6 studs usually requires like a really big like a lift arm to get that amount of travel. So which we could do, but if we set up a lever, then we don't need to make it that big. It'll all come out in the wash. We'll figure it out. You got to watch Kenobi for just the last episode. Okay, cheers. Enthusiast man, I will do. So for this, I want these to be mirrored. So we'll mount them in the right way. Because I'm gonna need two things to move back and forth because I have 2 walls, obviously. So we're gonna start with that. And then I probably want these mounted. Actually, how big is the space? Actually, I'm going to get another. I guess we'll make this about the same size. So we'll probably center these. Well, I guess they can't be completely centered because there's a 1 stud gap between them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Close enough. So that's 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. Then we are going to... Right now I'm just experimenting. I'm just like figuring out what's possible. So I'm just going to like get some parts and I'm going to put them together. So this is what I'm kind of envisioning I'm going to have an arm here, that the end of the arm is going to move back and forth like this. So this arm has to move back and forth like 6 studs. So if I actually put this on a turntable, like, you know, towards one end, say 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I only have to move this. It's basically like 2 to 1. 3 studs or 2.5 studs. I think it's 4 to 10. The distance between this turntable and where I'm going to mount this turntable is actually 4 studs, center hole to center hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the distance from the center of this turntable to center of a turntable at the other end is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 divided by 4 is 2.5. So whatever horizontal motion we have on this end will be magnified by 2.5. So if I want this end to go back and forth 6 studs, this one has to go back and forth 6 studs divided by 2.5, which is like probably like 1.2 or something, or no, 2.2 or something like that. So everybody remembers their basic math, right? And I probably want this mounted in the midpoint of its travel, which will probably be there. Actually, I probably want that mounted further out. 1, 2. Anyway, so that's that. Then we're going to mount a plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, as I think about what I'm doing here, I'm definitely falling behind on the chat, I'm sure. This is what happens when I try and do math while I'm live streaming. Okay, I'm not too far behind on this. How do you organize your Legos? Yeah, we don't have time to delve into that at the moment. Are you gonna submerge this build in garbage water? Chris Smeaton. Probably not. I'm gonna go with no on that one. Use the Technic gears and the one before gear rack, and use circuit cubes motor power. I mean, if you directly power the walls, then you actually have to like turn it on and off manually. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having it automated. Or you need to program a system for it to like oscillate. So I'm trying to make a system that oscillates automatically. So we're going to be using the circuit cubes to, not the circuit cubes. I'm going to use the gears to translate rotational motion into linear motion or oscillating motion, so that these go back and forth as the gears turn. Fundamentals of mechanics coming at you. So as this turns now, all right, here we go. I guess I'll move this out of the way so you can more easily see. So as this gear turns, we have a series of, essentially they're lift arms. They're just built using plates. And this will go back and forth. So if I mount this wall, not directly on this, but I'll probably use another lift arm of some sort. Let's put this under a tile so that so now what I can do is I'll get another plate on this turntable. So as you can maybe envision, I have another like essentially piston here that will go back and forth, and the wall will be attached onto this. So as this rotates, it'll just move back and forth. just connect the turntable to the wall and connect the turntable on a gear to it. Well, yeah, this is essentially what I'm doing, but if I want the wall to move back and forth 6 studs, I need to use the big turntables, which I guess we could use, and I need to go 3 studs out. It actually has to be quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely do it that way. You would have to mount the turntable at that distance from the center, and then have like another lift arm. So you could definitely do it that way. Then connecting these together, you'd need like a large system of gears to have them all driven by a single motor, which is fine. You could do it that way, but I think this is actually pretty simple. It minimizes the gearing because basically I'll mirror this lift arm system on the other side to drive the other wall, and then I can just drive this from a single motor at the back. Master Owen 45, why no Technic? Well, because Technic takes up a lot of space. I mean, you could definitely do all this with Technic lift arms, but I thought it might be fun just to try to do it using mostly system parts this time. You know, just to show people that you don't always have to use Technic parts to make things move. Yeah, first I was thinking of having mechanism on the back side of the wall, but having it under the wall is probably a better solution. Well, I mean, it does require us to lift the model up a little bit. So, I mean, better solution is always up for debate. There are definitely multiple ways you could do this. We're just exploring one way. There's probably other ways to do it as well. Did you know that there's Lego Angry Birds, Queenie? Yes. Yes, I do. Enthusiast man, sorry man, I gotta go, you're on your own. Oh, that's cool, man. Chat seems to be doing pretty well. Will the turntable travel parallel? This one will, yeah. Okay, but there ain't no way he was gonna say my name on stream. Obviously not. Are you standing so long? Please sit. I don't mind standing, actually. Okay. This is actually pretty good. We do need to. So I'm gonna mount this. I guess these all kind of mesh together. I'm actually gonna mount this. Oh, I guess I can't take this out, obviously. So I'm gonna put a brick underneath. So we need an attachment point underneath. So I'm going to just get a couple bricks. Or at least a brick. So this brick will come out the channel. We also need to support this somehow. So how high off the deck does it need to be? So that brick is the same. The bottom of this brick is the same level as the bottom of the base. And that brick will be attached to that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates off the deck. So we're going to need some supports. 5 plates. Actually, I'll just go 6 plates just in case we need some extra space. And then we will. So I'm just gonna put some bricks. I guess they need to be out of the way. 2 bricks. Chris Meaton, you get a lot of the same questions. Anyone suggested a stream bot that can be triggered by a mod to answer a lot of those favorite set. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a great idea. I should look into that. But yeah, you get amateur hour here. Oh, sadly, I guess I build the other side. I was looking at this backwards, so we're gonna have to mount this. So I'll just build the other side while we're at it. Might as well. Get another turntable. A couple tiles to put underneath. All the turntables. Oh, what happened to my... Why did this... Okay. Now we have a pair. And actually, I should build up the support on this as well. It's 2 plates and a tile. What do you think of the new 90th anniversary sets, Mac Moss? Yeah, I think they're pretty cool. Especially the spaceship. I really like the Galaxy Explorer. Brickanista, thanks for the information. Great idea to use Black Ears. We'll catch up later. Cheers. Thanks for joining the chat. Obviously, things are slowing down as I got to use my brain. That's what happens. Okay. Yeah. I'm just adding some tiles to support all these lift arms plates so that okay, so now in theory all I need to do is mount this on here. I probably want that to be like so. And it's just a matter of getting the spacing the way you want. I'm just going to get one more plate. Did you collect the Lego Muppet minifigures? If so, will you be building a display set for them? Maybe the Muppet arches. Oh yeah, I mean I'm pretty sure that's been done already. I do not collect them. I have not collected them. I mean, okay, this is the interior of its motion, so that's got to be. Okay, are you ready for the magic? Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, actually, it's off by 1. Should be. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, it works. I'm just gonna, because it's so constrained, I actually need to take it off. I'm actually gonna move this back a couple studs. Super concentrated. Watch in anticipation as I try to make this work. Actually, I'm just going to move it back all the way to the back. Be a bit easier to see what's going on. Excellent. I should really have a system of just slotting it. I don't have to actually connect the bricks directly. But you know, that can come later. Okay. Oh, now we're off by one the other way. All right. Are we good? Could still be off by one. Anyway, as we move the gears in the back, the walls open and close. Okay. It could still use a little bit of refinement, but whatever. It works. It works. It's amazing. It works. We'll have to get our hamburg's back. I'm back. Did I miss something? Well, I got like half this thing built, and I kind of have like a motion base for it. Could still use a little bit. I could actually travel a little bit further. Could use a little bit more tweaking, but it actually works. So, any thoughts on Lego skyrocketing new marketing strategies? Oh, talking about higher prices. Well, I mean, that's the way of the world these days. Prices go up. Why do you need turntables at the very end? The walls don't turn. Because this lift arm at the very end will shift slightly. Because in addition to going back and forth, the orientation of this will change ever so slightly. Here, let's just pop this off. Because as the end of this goes back and forth, it actually moves like in and out a little bit as well. Because it's making an arc. So you can't attach the wall directly to it, but because it's making an arc, it'll bind, which is why we need to put another lift arm on a turntable, because this is moving in an arc, and this is following a straight line. The orientation of this piece will change slightly as it travels. So you need a turntable so it doesn't bind up. Lego is so expensive. Yes, I agree. I'm not sure how to explain it better, but the long arm could be much smaller if you put both pivots attached to one side from its pivot point. I mean, yeah, it could be smaller for sure. All these things can be adjusted. The right plate attached to the cogwheel seems to be one too short. Cactus Guy. Oh, I have a question that's been bugging me for a long time. How do you amass such a big collection? So many different types of bricks. Yeah, you buy a lot of sets over 20 years. I mean, it was a long process. I didn't just go out and buy all these, obviously. It is supposed to be symmetrical to the left side. How's your neck? My neck is fine. I'm kind of hunched over, just mostly because this table should actually be higher for the as a workstation, but something random. Hi, Jason. Hey, how's it going? Can you make yourself out of Lego, Queenie? It doesn't really appeal to me. Okay. Excellent. This does work, so yeah. I might actually, slightly shift these down. Actually, I'll go 2 studs. We're going to lengthen one of these arms. So I'm just gonna kind of just modify the geometry a little bit, so we get a little more travel out of these. So make these arms longer, then it'll magnify the motion even more. So we should get a full 6 studs of travel instead of the 2 that we're getting now. And this definitely can be shorter. Actually, it should be 9. I need a 10. Actually, that's like 10. Okay. Excellent. We had a lot of travel. I think it should run really slow. I know, yes. Hopefully I'll gear it down and run the motor super slow. Do you have Lego dinosaurs? Queenie, yes. I have some of various generations. I think I have some of the original dinosaurs Lego produced. And a mix of some of the more modern ones as well. Chris Smeaton, aside from spending time with other LEGO enthusiasts, are there benefits to joining a lug? I mean, that is the main benefit. I mean, there's lug bulk. You do have an opportunity, if your lug participates, to kind of get some LEGO at like discounted prices, but it's typically not like a ton. And, you know, there's all kinds of convoluted hoops to jump through. So the primary reason is just to, you know, network with other builders and, you know, which is really, really great. Is this mechanic not, it's not in the instruction book, no. I'm modifying the set to make it do things. Okay, but actually do want to make it so that I don't have to actually connect this all the time. So to do that, I'm going to I'm basically going to make a gap here. So now there's like a 2x2 stud gap here. And then at the end of this, I'm just going to put a 2x2 round brick. So I don't actually have to like connect the base of the wall to this. I can just have that round brick will be inside this gap. And should, in theory, push it, slide it back and forth. That's the theory anyway. But it does need to be mounted further back. Okay, so in theory, that 2x2 round brick will go in the gap. Then I'll just mount this on there. And in theory, oh yeah, it hits the wall. Go one more because I moved that over. Okay, here we go. Now you are getting some real insight into the creation process of mechanisms. This is what happens. You just end up, let's see, that's not quite going to work the way I intended. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is how the magic happens. Okay. Okay, are we ready yet? Excellent. We're definitely getting somewhere. Why won't you go all the way? There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Excellent. Now we get full range of motion, basically. It's traveling all the way to the outside and the inside. It's catching a little bit. I think that's just... It's catching on some tiles, actually. But it works. Okay. So I think that's good. We're good to go. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to build the other wall. And yeah. What are we at now? Oh, almost 2 hours. Jeez. We'll probably just have time to build the other wall. And then I probably won't build the back wall just because it's I won't have time, I don't think. So weird it's catching on just one of those tiles. Okay. Oh, I need to put this somewhere. I'm running out of space. Guess I'll put this base aside for now. Okay. Yo, JK, could you motorize the wall by having it pulled or pushed by a chain system that's powered by gears and useful stuff like motors? Yep. You definitely could use a chain. It's a little bit more complicated, but it would definitely work as well. Part of what I do is I just experiment with new mechanisms to see kind of what works. So, as I said, there's often multiple ways of building things. So, how you actually do it is, completely up to you. Sometimes it depends on personal preference. Sometimes you just want to try something new. So. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. It's all part of the learning process and experience. Should never be afraid to try new things, that's for sure. In all aspects of life, not just building with Lego. London Bridge Bricks. Hello, peeps. JK Brickworks. Nice to see you streaming. Cheers. Thanks for popping in. Oh, I mean, you can do like your infinite climber mock, but this time it's the wall that gets moved in the horizontal axis. Yeah. Yes, that system would totally work as well. For sure. It might be a little bit more, might require a longer base, maybe, or a thicker base, but for sure it would work as well. Okay, now we're motoring on. We'll just build this other wall up. I might not fully decorate it just because in the interest of time savings. We'll do that later after lunch, perhaps. Queenie, can you make yourself out of Lego? I'm sure I can. Will I? No. Okay, that's the base of that. Now we'll start building up the wall bits. Oh, L3 Go. Lego with a number in it. Hey, excited to see how it comes out. Cheers. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Really, very much appreciated. I'm excited to see how it turns out as well. It is not going to look pretty by the end of this video, but usually in my models exists in kind of two distinct phases. Getting the mechanisms to work is phase one. And during that phase, usually the model looks terrible. You know, the mechanism is all just kind of cobbled together to make it work however it can. So there's not a lot of, you know, prettiness to the mechanism, which that's the state this model is in now, or will be. Once we get the mechanism kind of working, it'll just be like all visible, out in the open, non-uniform colors. Probably won't be optimal, probably won't be optimized. And then in phase two, I actually try and, you know, make everything look good. So, and I actually find that the phase two part of it, making stuff look good, often takes much longer than just making it work. Because when you make something work with, you know, mechanics, it either works or it doesn't, kind of thing. So it's like pretty easy to get a lot of good feedback on what's working, what doesn't work, and like tweaking it to actually make it work. But then when it comes down to actually making it look pretty, I mean, there's no like, oh yeah, it's working, or it's pretty, or it's not pretty. It's like, oh, well, maybe I'll tweak this, maybe I'll tweak that. Oh, I don't really quite like the look of this, so I'll modify this. There's a lot of evolution in the model, at least for me anyway. So I often find it takes a lot longer as I, you know, experiment with different things to see what looks good. Dogs, hey, very cool idea to motorize this. Should be lots of fun in the end. Wow. Yeah, let's see. Lego, if you... Tyler Tsuji. JK Workers, left side, your right side of your mechanism is shorter than the other side by one stud, by the way. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you can't... The reason for that is that in order to get these gears to mesh, there's a one stud gap between the turntables. So they're immediately off, like, the capability of mirroring them. So yeah, I'll just compensate by like making these horizontal. Lift arms on one side, one will be one stud longer than the other, which is fine. Clearly, not all things are balanced in the Force. Our hamburger, will you make a review video about it when it's ready? Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm not sure if I'll actually make a video for this. It's not that compelling. Well, at least I don't know. We'll see. Actually, we're starting to wind things down. Crystal and I usually do a lot of traveling in the summer, and we usually take a break from Lego. So it's getting to that point where, yeah, we might have to wait until the fall if that actually happens, if a video for this comes out. Okay. Actually, I got a little bit ahead of myself. I haven't done putting all these rando tiles on. I'm also not sure how many people actually would own this set or would be even interested in motorizing it. So it's probably like not many people that interested, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. What? This is extremely compelling. Okay, well, maybe. Whatever. We'll see. Random stuff. How do you super chat? Yeah, I have no idea. I've never done it before. Where are you heading? Our Hamburg. Usually we just travel around Canada a little bit. Pop down to the US. Sometimes we do a lot of camping. Well, primarily camping the entire time. Do some climbing. Rock climbing is our other main hobby. So that's usually what we spend the summers focusing on. So I also find it helps to take a little break from Lego and YouTube and just the online in general. Recharge batteries, and you know, it's better for mental health to step away every once in a while from being immersed in the internet. Which is why we usually just, or I usually just completely shut down all the Lego stuff over the summer and then pick up again in September. Hey, what about, I don't know what the real name, but gears which are like flat 1x8 pounds. Oh, the gear racks. Yeah. I mean, gear racks would work for sure. With like a completely different mechanism. Tyler, I do like your approach with the mechanism where most of it is hidden underneath the base instead of popping out the sides in unsightly and such. Yeah. Like, it would be pretty trivial to put an arm on the outside here to push in and out, but then in order for it to be able to push in 6 studs, it has to be like sticking out the side by 6 studs. So if you have it sticking out the side by 6 studs on either side, you'd end up just with this big mechanism all around that's exposed. I think I can get the mechanism underneath, and I can probably even tighten up the sides a little bit so it would fit under basically essentially the same like width, so you could just build up some walls on the sides so it'd be completely hidden. It would come out the back a little bit, but even that I think we could mitigate. That's like part of the phase 2, the refinement process, to try and just like tighten up the mechanism as much as possible, and then like hide it under a nice decorative base. But for now, we're just going to be focusing on getting something to work. We'll clean it up later. It's pretty typical procedure I go through with all of my builds. Step 1 is to get something to work. Step 2 is to make it look good. Oh, I have at least one such piece on the table. Well, do you ever encounter a grizzly? Yes. We have encountered a grizzly. It was actually pretty crazy the one time we were out in the Crow's Nest Pass, which is in the Rocky Mountains. And, I mean, there's a lot of bears in the area. And we were climbing on this wall, and we had some... there was like a campground nearby, like literally like, I don't know, like 100 meters down the road, down from our wall. And this grizzly bear just walked through the campground, literally walked across the path, I don't know, like 30 meters from us. But obviously, I mean, they're doing their own thing. He was just off looking for food, so he just ignored us completely. Well, obviously we were kind of freaking out. But he just went on his merry way. You know, that's what they do. In general, they don't really care so much for you as long as you don't bug them. But yeah, it was a bit surreal, a bit scary. They are enormous animals. You do not want to get on the wrong side of them. Random stuff with Gabriel Johnson. I found out how to super chat. Oh, cheers. Thanks for the $5 super chat. That's awesome. Alternative could be using rack gears and motors hidden in the walls themselves. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Requires walls to be fat to fit the motors. Batteries could be hidden under the floor. Yep, that's definitely a... When you say climbing, you talk about climbing up rock walls with ropes and everything? Yep, yep. Technical rock climbing. Yes, like... vertical, steep walls. It's pretty exciting. Super fun, actually. I would recommend anyone try it. You can even just do it on the inside if you want to go to a climbing gym. Which we do in the winter, and but it's much, much nicer, at least for us. It's more exciting to do it outside. Wow, sounds super adrenalic to bring up a new word, yeah. That's pretty exciting. I mean, it can also be extremely chill. It's a hobby or a sport where it can be as exciting or as not exciting as you want to make it. Oh yeah, there's a gear rack. We do get a gear rack in this set. Where's that piece? There's that piece. Now I'm just back into rando decorations, which are kind of cool. The greebling is pretty nice so far on this. Just like random collections of pieces to make it look detailed. Again, I just completely missed. Oh my goodness. Just like skipping over parts all over the place. I'm terrible at following instructions. Were your channel logo different before or no? Channel logo has been the same the entire time. I'm scared of heights on my balcony already. Yes, if you don't have a good head for heights, it's probably not the greatest or won't be the most comfortable thing in the world. So yeah, it's definitely not for everybody, but we enjoy it a lot. Okay. So many random details. It's pretty fun. What? Waganado. I used to have a small Lego collection when I was way younger. Now it's all lost. Oh, that's too bad. Really like to return into building some Lego. I mean, it's a fun hobby. It is expensive, though, that's for sure. It takes either a lot of money or just a lot of time to build up a collection. As I've said before, like, this collection that I have has been built up over 20 years, so... And a lot of it was built up back in the day when Lego, you know, you could find Lego on sale quite often. So that doesn't happen as much anymore, depending where you live, obviously. Okay, we got a little gear rack. Oh yeah, this is fun. We get to stick one of these arms through the hole of that connector piece. Pretty interesting. And then we get a droid body. Look at them. All kinds of fun little details. How many pieces including the parts for modification? Oh man, I have no idea. I mean, the parts I'm using to modify it, there's probably not that many of them so far. Like 50 so far. But of course, oh, I guess we're ready to put the slider in. Oh yeah. And now we block off the back again to constrain it. The thing is, after you do the modification, if you want to, you know, hide the base, that's where all the parts, you'll get a lot more parts needed to build up a little box around the bottom. Okay, clearly I missed, again, I missed all kinds of details. What did I miss? Anything? No? It's just extra stuff. We do have to connect the hoses together, apparently. So it's pretty fun. I guess that's the front. I mean, it's kind of sad that these aren't somehow linked so that pushing in one would automatically push in the other. You actually have to do it at the same time. Or, yeah. But that is fine. Okay, so what do we got going on at the bottom of this one? Oh, I can just stand it up. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do something similar on the other side. I'm just going to build a gap. Actually, instead of a 2x2 round, I think I'm just going to use a 1x1. Or a 1x2. Okay, and then what I'm going to do for my pin, quote unquote, I'm actually going to build using these like dome pieces. So on my mechanism, I'm actually going to use this, which will slot in between this and push them back and forth. Okay. But in theory, that's good. And I actually can fill in some of the garbage surface again at some point. Our Hamburg ever experienced a dangerous situation? I'm a bit behind here, but oh yeah, there's been, I mean, not super dangerous. We've definitely had some actually, most of the scary things have not been related to climbing. It's been like the camping and even that grizzly bear. I mean, the grizzly bear would have walked through if we were just camping there too. Would have been very interesting. Hello from Russia. I love your creations. I very love your videos. Mystery Crows. Cheers, thanks. Oh, I'm way behind. Is there a huge market for these sets? Seems kind of lackluster. Yeah, I mean, don't ask me. I have no idea. Ask Lego. They won't tell you, though. I'm sure they sell some of them. I'm sure they sell a few. Oh, Queenie, sorry, I have to go. Cheers. How much your building cost? How much your walking ATT cost? Geez, I mean, I have no idea. Hi, I'm watching you while I'm working. It's stress relief for me. Oh, cheers. Cheers. Thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting. Dr. Mindstorms. Hey, Jake, works. I'm currently making a Lego minigun. Did you see Snizer's text minigun? Will be similar to that. Thanks for your beautiful content. It's because of you I have the skills now. Cheers. Thanks. I did not see his minigun. I haven't built like any guns, many guns. I mean, I've built like launching mechanisms, but although yeah, so it's not really something that interests me too much, but the mechanisms are super cool. Random stuff. We saw a bear, it just popped its head out and went away. Yeah, I mean, mostly bears will leave you alone as long as you're not a jerk. Okay. Okay, so we are going to add that. Also want to, okay, so we have a thing that's mostly done. It's missing the back wall, but where we're going, we don't need no back wall. Okay. We do need some more arms though. Oh, I guess that might need to be on a turntable actually. Okay, so in theory, I'll make another one of those pins, quote unquote pins. And I actually don't know what the spacing on these is going to be necessary. Okay, so in theory, step one actually is I've got to get the spacing on all this right. Okay. Moose. So yeah, moose are also terrifying animals. We've seen moose, not as often as you'd think though. Actually, the most we've seen moose is in Newfoundland. Newfoundland is full of moose. We were there like 10 years ago for a few weeks, and man, there are moose everywhere. But mostly we've only seen moose from far away. Otherwise, I started watching your video after I saw the Flipwalker YouTube shorts, which was recommended to me, and then I enjoyed the butterfly and all the other sets, and now I'm here. Oh, cheers. Thanks. Well, thanks so much for joining the stream. It's really cool. Oh, Tyler, I just thought you've built catapults before, but you've built... Yeah, I built a trebuchet, built a catapult. I built a ballista. So yeah, I've definitely done a lot of like firing, medieval firing stuff. Have you ever heard of Lego Masters? Yes. You should be on that show. No, that sounds like a terrible idea. As you have plainly seen, I'm pretty slow at building, so... the idea of motorizing a particular set is very interesting because it makes it alive. Yes, I mean, I love seeing things move, especially when they move on their own. Something random. I need some of those splat gears. Yeah, splat gears are super cool. I joined late. What is the angled platform for? I thought the trash compactor walls close in a straight line. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Believe it or not, all of this is just to make them go in and out in a straight line. Oh, Jason Chen, greetings from Newfoundland. Newfoundland is beautiful. We spent like 2 weeks on the west coast there. Oh my god. It was ridiculous. One day was ridiculous. We saw icebergs, we saw whales, we saw seals, we saw... or sea lions, maybe, I guess. My memory's a little off. It was like fantastic. Oh my god, what is going on here? I'll have to moderate myself here. Just curious, how many power functions motors do you stock up on since they've discontinued them? I actually didn't, I mean, I don't know, I probably have like 20 M motors. So, yeah. How about use the lever effect? Search it up if you don't know. Yeah, that's what these are. These are levers. These be levers. Cheers from Finland. Cheers, thanks. Okay, so let's try and do some assembly on this. Okay, so we're going to... Actually, don't know if we have the right distances yet. I'm gonna have to see. Oh yeah, definitely not. So I assume I want to center. Oh, clearly I did not even center these. That's got to go 2 studs. Let's just go 1 stud. This turns around. Tyler, okay, nice. So you'll be good for at least 20 more moving blocks. Yeah. I mean, finding motors is always a challenge because I build them into stuff and then I have to like take stuff apart to get the motor access to the motors, which yeah is always fun. Okay, so in theory, these should just kind of slot on. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So as we rotate these, well, actually a fair bit of friction, but it works. It works. Let's see a side view of this. Obviously my platform is just floating right now. But as I turn the gears in the back, the walls close, keep going, they open. So we are just going to stick a motor on this. And in theory, I should have a motor system to drive these from the koi fish. Maybe we could connect from the top so the platform wouldn't float. Yeah, I mean, you can just build up the base. It's like two bricks high. Jeffrey Kaufman, is this your full-time job or just a hobby passion? Mostly a hobby passion. Although I do make a little bit from YouTube, though not too much. It worked. Yes, it's alive. Okay, so we do want to motorize it though, because we want to motorize everything. So actually I have this fish I've been working on, which is basically the same as the koi fish. Same as the koi fish I made. I'll just show it to you. I showed it to people before in other streams. This is the koi fish. It's the same mechanism as the koi fish I made, but it's driving splat gears with the motor using this little gearbox here I designed. So I'm actually just going to pull this out of here, in theory. Stick it on. No sense reinventing the wheel when I've already invented it. So, where did you get those big cog wheels? They're called splat gears. If you just look for them on Bricklink, you can find them. Or, I mean, they come in some Lego sets. Have you been to any of the Lego cons? Yes, I've been to... I haven't been to any recently, but I've definitely been to my fair share of Lego cons over the years. Okay, so now we can turn the crank. We hide the plates and stuff later. Yes. Well, yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know if this is the best way to do this anyway, so I might redesign things. There's actually like a lot of friction driving this, so a lot of friction in the system, so I need some. Hopefully there's not too much friction from the back wall when you eventually build and place it in. Yes, hopefully not. Will you make a centrifugal force base build? I mean, that sounds intriguing. Maybe for like a GBC module? Might be interesting. Maybe something similar to a Geneva drive to motor it in a compacted, pretty slow way on the teeth. Yeah, well, clearly we've got some gear skipping issues, so clearly moving in and out pretty fast right now. Have you ever tried making a great ball contraption? Yes. I've only built a couple modules now. And one, actually I haven't even released, I guess, the GBC version of the dude moving the balls around, which I just posted last week. Have you seen the hybrid balcony bridge mechanism in the new castle set? I think you'd be impressed. Oh no, I haven't looked at it. I haven't seen it in too much detail. It sounds intriguing for sure. I've always wondered this, Jeffrey Kaufman. Do you get the majority of your bricks from buying sets, or do you buy them as needed? Combination of both. I'd say the majority of bricks I own are probably from sets. But like nowadays, I think most of the sets, or most of the parts I get are probably get a lot less from sets than Bricklink. Cogwheel from Bricklink. On Bricklink, I think they're called gear plates. These black gears. Yes, please, more GBC. Yes. I mean, GBC is very enticing for sure. Tyler Tsumi. What if you... Yeah, you could do the Azure gear directly 90 degrees. It's actually skipping on the Technic teeth. Not the splat gears. Oh, I never thought I would want a Lego Classic set so much until the bricks and functions came out. Oh yeah, I actually built something with my... my last live stream was I built the Fun Functions Classic set. I actually built something with it. I'll go get it and show you guys. Yeah, Mr. Common Sense. Looks great. Maybe try a reduction with the gears. Yeah, we definitely need to gear it down a little bit so it doesn't move as fast. Our hamburger have to go. Wish you a wonderful and joyful summer, Jason. Cheers, thanks. Ecstatic Ethan, GBC was very satisfying back in the days. Is it not satisfying anymore? Okay, just as an aside, last live stream, where are my things going on here? Last live stream, we built this thing, and a lot of people asked if I was going to build something with it, and I did build something with it. So I got to make some room for this. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff going on. I built this little fairground ride. Check it. There's a little entrance with stairs and some crazy fun faces. Here's our little twirly ride thing. So you just rotate it in the middle and the rides go back and forth, or the rides go around. It's just like the old Lego mixer set too. Ecstatic Ethan, it was, but maybe I'll come back to it. Yeah. Quit. I've seen GBC at every Brick World, but not really anything along your lines. You should display some work. I mean, if I ever make it to Brick World again, I will definitely bring some. Nikindo. I don't know much about Lego, but I love watching people assemble them. That's cool. What? So many colors. Yeah, there are a lot of colors in this set. So it's very colorful. You're not making like some kind of uniform thing. I like the bird, yeah. So it's got a bird. It's got a birdie. It's got a little tricycle. And then it's got a little ship. Wait, did you really include all of those black ears with it? Yeah. Not all of them, but most of them. It uses almost all of the splat gears that came with it. So many splat gears, yeah. A lot of splat gears. But they're all kind of necessary in this. Our hamburger, will you make instructions for it? Yeah, I might not get around to it before the summer, but yeah, I probably will. I have already digitized it. I built it in the studio, so D-Spiker hurts the eyes. Yes, it is definitely a bit busy to look at, but I had a lot of fun building it, and I think it's kind of cool. It's a good use of those parts. What is that set called? It doesn't, I don't know what it's officially called, but it says like Fun Functions up here. It's 11019. I don't think it's actually called Fun Functions on the website. I'll take a copy. I've got 4 of that set. Oh my goodness. I mean, it is kind of cool. Okay, anyway, it is like lunchtime for me. I'm getting hungry. Even though I didn't actually stick a motor on this, you guys get the idea. In theory, it could be motorized. There's a little bit too much friction though, so I definitely need to gear some stuff down. But anyway, I'm pretty excited that this works. And I'll probably tinker with it a little bit and see if I can you know, get it to work a little bit smoother and get it to I think there's just a lot of friction in this wall system, so but anyway, that is cool. But I think that's I'm just gonna wrap it up. What's going on in the chat here? Yeah, it's pretty cheap, only $30 for that set. Need some lubrication. Yeah, actually I do have some PTFE lubrication. Oh, maybe turn the crank into a vertical lever. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't want to motorize it, my original goal was to stick a motor on it, so you need to transfer the rotation into. But if you just want like a one single lever to open and close, then it could be simplified even more. Enjoy your fried egg pasta. Actually, I'll probably just have a bagel for lunch, but cheers. It's awesome. Something random, really cool. Sadly, I missed the first 90 minutes or so. Tyler, I've noticed splack gears are really useful for incorporating gears into brick-based builds. Yeah, I really find them useful. Janine Kluche, oh, thanks for sticking around for so long. Great stream. Thanks for sharing your process to the world. Okay, with that, I'll wrap it up. I probably won't live stream again for a couple months because, as I said, Crystal and I usually kind of just take a break from all the Lego stuff over the summer. So I hope everybody has a good summer. And I do have some videos that I'll be posting and some shorts that I made throughout the summer, but that stuff has all been done beforehand. And I'll probably do another video on the latest GBC, which is the next one on the list. Okay, so anyway, yeah, thanks for everybody for joining. Thanks for the mods, even though they've all gone already. But really appreciate them sticking around for as long as they did to keep things running smoothly. And we'll see you all in September. Thanks for watching. Keep on building. And I'll see you next time. Actually, no, I won't, because I always do this. I always pretend I'm stopping streaming, and then I don't even remember how to do that. And then here we go. Okay. Everybody have fun. We'll